We are not going to talk about bioenzymes today. We are not going to talk about the uses of bioenzymes. So if you have any questions about bioenzymes or uses of bioenzymes, I would request you to reserve it, and then you can ask those questions at a later date, or personally to PD or myself, right? And today we're going to have a short discussion. We're going to have an understanding about Bioenzymes Entrepreneurs Academy. What was the reason to start such an academy? Why there was a need, and what do we do, and all of that. So we're going to limit the particular session for an hour. So we might be talking for about 15-20 minutes or max half an hour. And post that, for the next half an hour, we're going to field in some questions, or some questions, or if you have some doubts, you need some clarification, so we'll be more than happy. So with me, I have Priti Rao and Dr. Garain. So Dr. Garain is there. Welcome, Dr. Garain. So Dr. Garain is going to answer technical questions in terms of the membership with BEA. What do we do? So we'll have a basic understanding of what is BEA. So BEA is nothing but Bioenzymes Entrepreneurs Academy. So we came up with an idea that we're gonna create a sociopreneurs, a community of sociopreneurs where people are aligned with society, communities. They work with people and work with nature very consciously, and ensure that make the world a better place. So that was the basic idea of starting BEA, and later on we had many other aspects and many other ideas, and many more people joining us. They came up with many different ideas, and those ideas mattered a lot to us. And then we started working with those ideas. So in a nutshell, BEA is just a baby which is just born in 2019. It just completed a year, and so we have some challenges because we are trying to just stand up. This is the time. So yeah, so we will have certain challenges, but yes. So first of all, let's have a clear understanding. What do we do? So who owns BEA? BEA is currently owned by all you 30 people, now 29, all you 29 people here. BEA is owned by all you 30 people now, and all the others who know about BEA, who have heard about BEA, who have come across the word called BEA, Bioenzymes Entrepreneurs Academy. It's all yours. It's ours, collectively. So nobody owns BEA. We own BEA. So which means that the onus is on us, the responsibility is on us to drive this forward, to take this forward, to move this forward. So anyone can take up any responsibility and contribute in any way possible. So that's BEA for you. Now, if you are coming here on this particular platform and seeking assistance, help on how to go about, doing this, doing that. Yes, I mean, there are expert panel available who are going to help us all. But at the same time, we also have to look at this aspect that how are we going to contribute towards building, making Earth a better place. So that's the idea of discussion that we're going to have today. There are a lot of things to do. There are a lot of things that we are occupied with. So there are people who come from different walks of life, and BEA is just an addition to their what do you say, work basket or something like that. You can say that Over and above their personal responsibilities and their professional responsibilities, they have taken up BA as a social responsibility. So when we say BEA, it's bioenzymes, Entrepreneurship Academy. So bioenzymes and everything around bioenzymes. So across industries. So we are networking with a lot of people who use bioenzymes, who promote bioenzymes, who learn about bioenzymes, who do business with bioenzymes. So anything pertaining to bioenzymes, right? And not only that, we are also trying to no, not trying to. We are already doing. Preeti is already doing. So she has been working with a lot of afforestation projects. She's been planting a lot of trees. Yeah, she's been planting a lot of trees, and she has been involving herself in the various drives, cleaning lakes, cleaning rivers, cleaning ponds. A lot of things she's been doing. And there are other very good souls who are connected with us, who are right here on this particular platform, who have been making bioenzymes for quite some time, and they have come up with bioenzymes. Uh, what would you call baby bioenzymes Bank of India, right? So where it works like a bank where you can, as you know, bioenzymes bank, meaning a bank is a place where you hold your deposit, you deposit your money, you save some money. In the same way, you can save your bioenzymes. So if you have excess bioenzymes, instead of throwing in the sewer, you can. I mean, throwing out in the sewer makes a lot of sense. But still, if you still have some more left, then you can deposit in Bioenzymes Bank of India. If you want to loan out bioenzymes, you can loan out bioenzymes. So you can withdraw bioenzymes, you can loan bioenzymes. So a lot of things to do around bioenzymes. So we are coming up with this concept, Bioenzymes Bank of India, in every district possible in the country. So that's about it. So I would like to invite Preeti to introduce Dr. Garain to us all and share some more information about what we do. Yeah, Preeti.
Hello, am I audible? Okay. Uh, Friends, I welcome you all to this first program of the members. And Shrekanth and Pritiji have already given a nice introduction about the work that we are initiating. Uh, Let me put it, maybe there could be little repetition, but let me summarize in the form that we are basically a membership organization, legally a membership organization, meaning thereby it's an association of members. We are an apex body, all India level organization. It's a We are positioning ourselves to be the face of bioenzyme producers, promoters in the country. Hence, as we grow our membership, we will open up our channel of communication with the government, ministries, government departments, so that they deal directly with us and we help develop certain kind of national level policies on bioenzymes and for testing, laboratory accreditation, and things like that. Like say for example, and also that will help us and our members to access funds from the government. Like say for example, I have been an advisor with the Department of Science and Technology, Government of India, on application of science and technology for society for almost 15 years. Now Government of India gives lot of money to society, for people, for NGOs, for academic institutions to use for social development. Idea is that if we position ourselves as an organization, as a promoter of bioenzymes in the country, face of all the producers, possibly job will be much simpler, easier than an individual organization or individual producer trying to approach for any accessing any resources, funds, and things like. Uh, Although it is an association, as a constitution, we will take maybe about a year or so before we open it up for election, nomination, so that people, active members from the members come forward and take charge of the organization, join the board of trustees, governing board, and things like that. Because it's a process, we need to first expand our membership in the next few months before we actually claim ourselves to be a national level membership organization. What all we plan to do, and very briefly, because our work action should speak for it, but since we are a new body, let me briefly say or add to whatever Shrekanth and Preeti have said. Uh, since it's a membership organization, our idea is to support each individual member, whether one is a individual member or a registered sole proprietor or an NGO or a commercial entity producing or engaged in the area of bioenzyme and other natural products. We are going to help in whatever form they need. It could be hand holding from the very beginning for someone to start getting into bioenzyme production and promote it, or someone is already in the process doing it, help them to expand it. Now, one thing I believe in, that do not ask anyone to do something if you cannot create income earning opportunities for them. Family or our households will not run on charity. We need to really create income earning opportunities. And I view this bioenzymes will create enormous opportunities, particularly in the rural communities or any kind of even urban communities, for livelihood generation. Imagine a situation, farmers will no longer buy the chemical fertilizers. Fishermen will no longer buy all the kind of stuff they use, or even like say for example in natural lakes and ponds and water bodies, we often do not feed anything, fish just grow. But if you are going to get into this bioenzyme production and it will change the whole ecosystem in water bodies. So more fish, more healthy fish. Or farmers will grow food which will make people healthy. I'll give an example. When you are supporting a lot of projects on organic farming, we are not, of course, promoting organic. We are just giving an example. I visited a couple of farmers as part of our mission projects, uh, who were, say, one a farmer has got 10 acre of land. He is keeping 1 acre of land for producing organic products for the family consumption, and rest of it is growing with all chemical fertilizers, pesticides for sale, so that he can make enough money. But we want to move to a situation where you grow, you live a healthy life, I live a healthy life, my family will live, new generations will live, and yet we support our community, because we cannot live in isolation. If I want to live healthy, my community, my people, my households, my society, where I live, my colony must also promote healthiness. If you look into Preeti ji, she is promoting in a big way zero waste institutions, zero waste campus, zero waste housing societies. Or in her own home, she has no entry for plastics in her house. So you can imagine, or no wastage garbage going out of the house in a big way. Meaning thereby, if we can promote such things, but everything has to be built around livelihood. People earn money out of it. So bioenzyme is something many of us are producing. Some of us may be interested but not doing in a big way, but it can open new avenues for livelihood. That's how we want to get into. Now we will be offering regular training program, both for refresher courses for those who are already in it and those who want to get into bioenzyme production. As Preeti said, we are actively working with certain institutions, academic institutions, universities to start program on bioenzyme, which will lead up to master's level. Meaning thereby someone is doing a course for 3 months, gets a certificate, 6 months, gets a diploma, 1 year gets an advanced diploma, 2 years completing, gets a master's degree. Depending on the university's provisions, it could be an MBA, it could be just MA Social Entrepreneurship, or it could be anything like that. We are working on that. It may take little time to mature, because our academic institutions are regulated in such a way. Getting into a new course, there are always hassles. Anyway, that is one part of it. Second, I already said about support. Third, doing advocacy, so that people actually use it. In your own community, if you take the responsibility that we will promote at least one day in a month, I'll talk to 5 people to tell them to use bioenzymes either in the farm or in their own home, in terms of household requirements. We'll come to that little later. Or the plants. Almost every one of us keep plants at our home. Can we use bioenzyme to that to start with? So advocacy and networking among the people. How many of us, like say through this association, we are trying to do basically networking, so that all the people are connected through a thread. You must know, I must know who all are producing bioenzyme in our district. Every day I talk to Preeti ji a couple of times. He speaks to me, and she tells, "Oh, in Bombay, someone called me up." I said, "My God, in Bombay next door, but I still don't know who is that person making bioenzyme." So I ask, request her to share the contact. So networking is very important, because collectively we will be able to make better impact. Now, since it's a new product, new produce, new production process, laws are not there in directly connected to that. So there will be a lot of legal issues. For example, will you require, if you do a big scale, will you require pollution control board certification? Or whether you need any kind of license, whether you need to have a legal entity in order to produce, or you can produce at your home. Do you require GST registration? So some of the legal issues we will be able to help you around. And then testing is very important. Although there is no side effects, but you need to have, if you are producing, if you have a establishment, you need to must be able to display that this is the test report of our sample bioenzymes. So we have taken a very fast step. We are already signed MOU for the scientific labs who will be doing these testings. So any member can avail it in a very subsidized rate for testing. So authentic testing report. In due course, we will introduce a system of accreditation. So your unit gets accredited with us, so that there is some uh, accountability as well as recognition. Uh, in long term, we will certainly go for setting up our own testing lab, which could be done in a more decentralized way. Right now, at this stage, we will not be in a much big way, we will not be in a position to help people to market their bioenzyme. But wherever there is a need and there is a supply, we will be able to connect each other without getting into your financial transactions. Okay. As far the association is concerned, two things are on our pipeline in a big way. One is that we want to create chapters for our association at the state level, at the district level. Maybe we must be able to have representatives in every district in next 2 years, if not 1 year's time. Second is that we have already established a bioenzyme Bank of India. We would like to open up this bank branches in whatever form you call it. We are working out the bylaws or rules governing it, and every district we should have a bioenzyme bank, and it will operate in a way that anyone has a surplus can deposit it, anyone needs it can borrow it from there and replace it back, or have the option to buy. So we would not like to sell it in the way unless someone says, no, I will not be able to replenish it, I would like to pay for it. And so existing producers possibly will be the ideal people to get the status of a unit of this Bioenzyme Bank of India, for which our governor for the bank that we have set it up would be in a better position to tell you more details. Yes, that's all I had to say right now. But if there are any very specific question, I'll be happy to answer to my ability. And let's start and proceed in this journey together for a collective, healthy world to live together. One sentence I would like to close in saying, if we can remove all the chemicals from our body, from our home, from our community, at least 70-80% of our health issues will be resolved. I belong to a family of doctors. I can see every time I have anything issues, I immediately go to a doctor to get this thing and get a handful, a fistful of medicines to consume, and not for one day, couple of days. So what I'm trying to say is that if we can produce and promote this, possibly a large amount of our health problems, and that will also lead to savings, family household savings, and have a more better healthy life. Thank you. I welcome any discussion questions.
Thank you so much, Dr. Garain. Yes, I have been seeing some questions in the message box. We will read out the questions for Dr. Garain, and then we'll have them answered. The most of the questions, what we know, I mean, we will be more than happy to answer. Any technical questions on how are we going to run this particular association or organization? So because we are being strongly backed up by Dr. Garain, because he's the one who's created all the structure. He's structured the entire BEA along with the rest others. So he knows his stuff really well. So thank you so much, Dr. Garain, for sharing wonderful insights about what is the entire structure for now. And then I'm sure that we're going to come back with more inclusions in that the design. Right. So yeah. So yeah, if you can check, what is the charges to join? Do we have a tentative number? Right, so we don't have a tentative number. If you're implying on the number of members that are required to join, Dr. Prakash, can you mute yourself? You're being heard. Thank you. So there's no tentative number. Yeah, please go ahead. You can say something. Yeah, Dr. Prakash. Okay, just before Dr. Prakash comes in, the membership fee is 500 rupees per annum annually. When you join, there is an initial registration fee of 300. So for the first year, we'll be paying 800 to join in as a member for a year, and thereby it will be 500 rupees every year. Yeah.
Hello? Hello? Good afternoon. Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Hello? Am I audible?
Yes, Ram Prakash ji, you're audible. Yes.
I just wanted to add a few things. As the name suggests, we are an academy. Academy means we are empowering the people to study and learn. And the basic aim of learning is to make for livelihood as well. We have to create jobs out of it. It is a challenging job. I fully appreciate, but we have to build something like this, that this is an academy where you come and learn and then work for yourself and the society. And in the process, yes, of course, it is a means of livelihood, and we are doing a real good to the society, to the environment, and to ourselves as well. So, and we must create at least one BEA, you call it member or mentor or go-to person in each district initially, or maybe the state first. In every state, we must have a representative of BEA or a branch or a chapter, as my previous speaker has spoken about. We have to go about it with some timeline manners. In the next, say, 1 month or 2 months, we must try and focus on opening chapters. If you want, I can be one face for BEA for Rajasthan and Alwar district. That is all I have to say. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ram Prakash ji. Thank you. So we have one district person who's going to head the chapter from there. So we're going to take in names from people. You can ping us separately, or you can write an email to us at members@beacademy.in. And if you wish to lead a chapter in your district, we would be more than happy to have you a part of the chapter, and then we'll take it forward from there. All right. So Renuka, I have a question. What kind of training would you offer for members, and what support for testing? Okay. So Preeti, would you like to answer that question? She's our institutional member. Hmm. So,
Yeah, yeah. Thank you, Preeti. And Shrekanth, I tried contacting you yesterday, but the number I had was not. I think the number I saved was not connected.
Okay, probably. Otherwise, you would have get got in touch with me.
No issues, but I had a very good meeting with Preeti. But still, Preeti, I could not answer when my members were asking certain things. That's why I thought I will ask you again. Can you forward that empaneled labs you have given, no? List of empaneled labs. Hello? Hello?
Impact labs you're talking about. Did we say that we have a list of implantable labs? We are going to do the testing for you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I think in that membership form, it was mentioned that there will be a discount for members. But yesterday, I understood that it was a bit on the higher side. I'm not clear about it. We can even have a mail. My network is not okay, so let me send a mail. Thank
Sure.
you. Thank you all. Thank you all.
Thank you. So there's something that I would like to add on the testing aspect because see, there's a lot of confusion. See, there are different types of tests being conducted by different laboratories, and there are different parameters, for every test. So when we try to take our samples for testing, now you have a huge list of parameters that you'll have to select, and the industry is like this. You select a particular parameter. There's a cost for every parameter that go in for a test. So ideally, what we would do is we would suggest that in case you are an institutional member or individual member or student member, whoever you are, we may not require very stringent testing parameters, because we are going to sell it to, we are going to sell it in our local market. We are not going to do exports, and for now we don't see that kind of a large scale, business happening right now at the moment as we speak. So what I see here is for individual members, their market is their local area. So they can network in their local area, and at the most, their district or their state. If they wanted to expand it to to different states, they are welcome to do. But if you look at the kind of testing parameters or the samples integrated for testing, you will not need to test on every other parameter. Let's say if you are trying to get your product tested for disinfectant, then you have to run through a disinfectant test specifically. And if you mention something that it is going to kill bacteria, now the question arises: what kind of bacteria will it kill? If it eliminates virus, then they'll ask you what kind of virus. So if you say it will eliminate coronavirus, then you have to do a test exclusively for corona, yeah, then exclusively for E. coli, exclusively for SARS, and everything, anthrax, every other virus. So you can you cannot generalize saying that okay, this is a disinfectant cleaner. So what will it disinfect? What kind of bacteria will it disinfect? What kind of pathogens? You'll have to be specific. So they will take that test specifically. So what we could do, how we come into picture is, we understand that okay, there are too many tests that that can be conducted, but how much to what extent will an individual producer who's producing about 200 to 500 liters a month, how much will he want to test? And is it commercially viable to go for such a kind of testing? Because the testing costs are very expensive. They were very expensive. Now, recently, I've received a quote to get a test certificate done against an Ebola virus. So the testing agency has given a quotation for 2.9 lakhs. Pretty knows about that. 2.9 lakhs for just one test. And there's another test where a person who was trying to make a shampoo out of bioenzyme. So again, there is another quotation received, and it is going way haywire. Why is because when you make a particular product commercially available, then there are stringent parameters that come to effect. But what we wanted to do is we are not trying to build that one corporate organization. No, you have to understand here, understand this. No, we are trying to network through small time individuals. In a particular locality, in a particular district. So that we have many more people, many more producers. So when you have many people there, then you will have lesser of stress, lesser of test parameters. You don't have to end up selling out in the in a big market saying that okay, this shampoo is going to work like this. So because you have to do a lot of tests. When you enter into a personal care segment, then you will have to spend crores of rupees to just get the product tested. So we don't have that kind of a span, and we are not interested in working in that area, in that space. So we know we are very keen, we are very confident, and we are very certain about what is the area that we want to work around with. We want to create more entrepreneurs, local entrepreneurs. That's how it is. So you can just take one local area in your locality. So that's how we all started. I started by distributing bioenzymes in my locality in Bangalore when I was living in Bangalore. I just started distributing free of cost. Just take it, use it, and let me know what's the feedback. So I just gave away hundreds of liters of bioenzymes just like that. It's just to know their feedback. That's it. I was not even interested in selling. And then when the bubble burst, we started conducting training sessions on bioenzyme, and people got motivated. They got interested. They wanted to produce bioenzymes, and they also wanted to sell. So we started helping them to start selling bioenzymes in their local area. So if you're looking at becoming someone like Amazon, XYZ, Sunsilk, Moonsilk, and all of that, it's not going to happen. So we are in a process of identifying many entrepreneurs. So we want to create a network of entrepreneurs, and so that they can manage their own district or even at least the district level. They can go from their local area and then move on to their city or town and then manage their district. And beyond that, again, it all depends upon their capacity, how much they can go. So until there, it's okay. So what we are more emphasizing on is we are generating a particular we are manufacturing a particular product from waste. Okay, so for a product which is produced out of waste, I don't think we need to spend so much on testing. But yes, if we are producing in bulk and if we are doing it in a way how corporate companies function, yes, there is a minimum test certification which is required and as per norm, and that way it works out for you when you're manufacturing it in bulk. Then go ahead and get your product tested. But trust me, anywhere across the country, you go for a particular testing, it's pretty expensive. I can understand what Renuka has just raised. It is expensive. It is. So, yeah. So, I see some emails and numbers being mentioned here. So, you can email it to us at membership@beacademy.in. So, when you email it to us, it will be easier. We have volunteers who respond to that emails. How much will Preeti do alone? So we have a group of volunteers who pitch in, log into that email account and see if there are any mails coming in, and then we respond. So not always Preeti would respond. So some of us would also respond to those emails. So you can go ahead, send an email to membership@beacademy.in. So we'll respond. So if you want to start a chapter in your district, respective district, yes, we welcome that. So we want to make this a nationwide movement. So I hope I answered your query to your satisfaction. So if you have any questions, please unmute yourself and you can ask the question. We'll be more than happy to field them.
So Shrekanth, Malaysia, just trying to understand when you say about when we say about the testing parameters, okay. So disinfectant is the one which we consider it normally because bioenzyme has been called as a disinfectant, okay. And that I got it tested, okay. But it's like, what are all the other parameters you would be thinking that is required?
So whenever you mention, let's say, natural floor cleaner, natural toilet cleaner, trust me, you may not need
Correct.
testing. Okay. But when you use the word disinfectant, antibacterial, antifungal, antiviral, when these words come into effect on your labeling, so when you make your labels, you need to be very careful. So there are many companies, which have been sold on Amazon, which have been sold elsewhere on a lot of online stores and organic shops. You find many organizations. I mean, you're talking about MSMEs, small and medium scale, enterprises. So they make bioenzymes, they sell it. So they don't do much of testing. They just say natural floor cleaner, natural toilet cleaner, so magical cleaners, miracle cleaners, and all of that. Yeah. So they don't need much of certification because they don't produce in bulk. But for people who involve themselves in large scale production, very large scale production, for example, we have Mr. Satish Ji, but he doesn't intend to do business. So he's just set up this as a trust, and he's just doing it for a purpose. I mean, he's a conscious individual, so he does things with a lot of awareness. So he doesn't see money in that. He doesn't want to see money in that. So he's happy doing what he wants to do. But we have, on the contrary, in the same kind of setup, we have one in Arani in Tamil Nadu. There's a place called Arani in Tamil Nadu, where we have a scientist, Mr. Karnabharan, who set up a very huge facility for making bioenzymes. What he's making is just making floor cleaner, toilet cleaner, and vegetable wash. That's all. And he's getting his product tested because he's from a clinical testing background. He's from a testing background also, so he knows what kind of testing needs to be done. So he's getting it tested. And over the period of time, he's going to establish a testing laboratory in his facility. So he's got a big unit. So what kind of support these kind of institutions will get? Sorry. Yeah, what kind of support does these kind of institutions get? Is this? We would network a lot of people who wanted to produce bioenzymes. So we'll train them, we'll teach them in the most calibrated way possible, and they can make their own enzymes and they can start selling their own enzymes. If they don't have time to make their own enzymes, then what we can do is we can network them with the nearest local producer. For example, if Dr. Karnabharan is making bioenzymes in that quantity, you can buy bioenzymes from him and retail it. You can buy it on wholesale and retail it. You can do something like that. Now, if Renuka is also involved in that kind of production, yes, you can buy. If she starts making bioenzyme at that quantity, you can buy bioenzyme from Renuka and you can start reselling. So this is the kind of thing what we can do, and we can also network. There are a lot of soap makers who started getting in touch with me because initially I have given them idea of using bioenzymes instead of making use of water in their soap manufacturing. So there were some substantial results in that. Now that means that there is going to be a substantial demand for bioenzymes in soap making as well. So very soon, we will be networking all these soap manufacturers with bioenzyme, producers. So it all starts like this. It's going to be networking. So we would want to network people who are producing bioenzymes and presenting bioenzymes out in the market. So to answer your question, Nilesh, if you say disinfectant, just disinfectant, that's it. So you can get the test done for disinfectant. Or if you're looking at other tests, then you'll have to see, when you do a disinfectant test itself, then there might be a requirement of, what is the enzyme efficacy. So the correct me if I'm wrong, Preeti, the enzyme efficacy test needs to be conducted. And then they'll give you details about the BOD, COD levels in the enzyme and all of that. So there are a list of tests, but what we thought is that there are 4 tests normally that you can consider. You have the details, Preeti? So there's a test for floor cleaning.
Yeah, sorry, Shrekanth, to interrupt you again.
Okay.
Because when I spoke with FD guys, there is a standard against which you need to test it. So that's what it is, or a disinfectant.
There is,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So I got it tested against the 100 itself, and it falls to disinfectant colic compound.
Yes.
Yeah,
Wherever you use the word disinfectant, need to get the product tested for sure.
correct.
Without getting the product tested, you cannot put it on the shelf saying that it's a disinfectant cleaner. You can just make use of these words saying homemade natural cleaner.
Correct, correct.
Yeah. Any more questions?
So another question from my side is, so when we see the pollution, the pollution control board and everything, do we need to mention anything, or are there any ways? Because it comes into red when water and all other things. Okay, so is there any way to find out how much it comes up or anything?
It all depends upon how much are you going to produce. What is the capacity that you're looking at?
Okay, I am already producing. Sorry.
Sorry, if you're producing 100 to 500 or even 1000 liters, you don't need a big facility, right? You
Correct.
just need a small kitchen garden area and you can produce that much. So, but if you're looking at, setting up a big facility, then yes, you need to have certain licenses, and I'm sure Dr. Kannagaran, is he joined in today, Preeti? No, right? Dr. Kannagaran is not joining today. But he'll be more than happy to provide you with that information.
Okay. Yeah.
Hi Preeti ji, hi Shrekanth ji, Namaste.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. There's some problem with the connection. I think I cannot hear. A lot of noise is there.
Shrekanth ji, please mute yourself. Shrekanth ji, please mute yourself.
Okay, okay, sorry.
Very sorry. So I do not know anything about the membership and everything. Okay. 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 Thank you.
So
Hello, ma'am. I'm Swati Sonal from Nashik.
Yes, always. Yes, I always have a lot of questions. I want to know more and more about bioenzyme and its miracles. So, waiting to get connected and make a difference together.
I have a point to make. Those who are interested to join the WhatsApp group can email us. We can post the link, or Preeti, she can post the WhatsApp group, the Bioenzyme Makers of India group. We have a group there, and we also have a Telegram group for members, but nothing much happening there because we just started that a couple of months ago with a few members joining in there, and we absolutely have no idea what to do with that group right now. So we are just holding on until we, collect our information and then, start, moving. And we have a small announcement. Next month, that is January, on the 6th of January, we 4th of January, sorry, 4th of January. Okay, I would want Preeti to make the announcement. 4th of January, we are gonna start observing a day, not observing, celebrating a day, like how we have, a Child's Day, Mother's Day, Father's Day, Teacher's Day, Brother's Day, Neighbor's Day. So we're gonna have a day which we're gonna celebrate. We're gonna celebrate World BioEnzymes Day. So that is an announcement that we are making, and I think we are making it for the first time. We're going to celebrate World BioEnzymes Day. And guess what? On what day are we going to celebrate? So we're going to celebrate next month. The date is 4th of January 2022. We're going to celebrate our first bioenzymes, World Bioenzymes Day. And 4th of January happens to be Dr. Rosukon Popomong's birthday. So, as an expression of gratitude, we want to make that day special, and we wanted to celebrate that as World Bioenzymes Day, because she is the one who has been she has invested her life's work into bioenzymes, and she has taken it so far. And we all know about bioenzymes only because of her. And so, as an expression of gratitude, we want to mark that day as World Bioenzymes Day. So the first day will be the first of its kind. I think there's no other day mentioned for bioenzymes anywhere in history, if I'm not wrong. So we will be celebrating on 4th of January 2022. At least on that particular day, we hope that she's hale and healthy so that she can join us from somewhere. If at all we are doing some session online, I'm not sure. It's still, we just had a discussion yesterday with Preeti, and today we are here. We're talking about that. All right. Thank you so much for joining. And we overshot by 6-7 minutes now. Yeah. So Preeti, please go ahead and do the closing.
जी सबसे पहले तो जो भी अपने साथ जुड़ना चाहते हैं हम उनका स्वागत करना चाहते हैं। एक दूसरा, मैं ये चाहता हूं कि बीच में डिस्टरबेंस सब लोग अपना म्यूट अनम्यूट का ध्यान रखें अगली बार से, तो ताकि किसी को सुनने में समझने में परेशानी ना आए। जिनको बोलना है वही अपने आप को अनम्यूट रखें, जिनको नहीं बोलना है वो म्यूट रखने अपने आप को। समराइज करने में सबसे पहले मैं ये कहना चाहता हूँ, क्योंकि हम लोग अगर इस तरह का इस तरीके का थोड़ा सा माइन्यूट ऑब्जर्वेशन नहीं रखेंगे तो हो सकता है किसी की क्वारीज रह जाए और वो फिर उसके मन में इस तरह की चीज होगी, वो आगे कंप्लीट नहीं कर पाएगा। और फिर हम नहीं चाहते हैं कि किसी भी जरा कोई भी हमसे जुड़े तो उसको परफेक्शन के साथ साथ आगे लेके जाना है, क्योंकि ये सबके लिए है, सबका है और सबके वास्ते है। तो मैं ये नहीं चाहता हूँ कि हम लोग किसी भी तरीके से इस शोर शराबे में इसको कन्वर्ट करना चाहें, तो हम लोग न करें इसको, और हम लोग अच्छे से ध्यान रखें। और हम लोग सब साथ में मिलकर काम कर रहे हैं, एकेडमी सबकी है, सबके लिए और सबके रहेगी। तो मैं सबका स्वागत भी करना चाहता हूँ, और मैं ये भी चाहता हूँ कि सब लोग इंडिविजुअल शेयर करने के बजाय एक कलेक्टिव फॉर्म में शेयर करें, कलेक्टिव फॉर्म में केयर करें और कलेक्टिव फॉर्म में अपने आप को गियर अप करें। यही मैं कहना चाहता हूँ। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सबका, क्योंकि बहुत सारे लोग जो चाह रहे थे कि हिंदी में बोलना सुनना पसंद करते हैं, तो मैं अगर उनको कोई जवाब हो या कोई सवाल हो तो मैं उनके साथ देना चाहता हूँ, करना चाहता हूँ। हम लोग सब एक साथ में हैं। प्लीज अगर आप बोलना चाहते हो तो फटाफट बोलिए, मैं आपको जवाब देना चाहता हूँ।
सर मेरा एक क्वेश्चन है।
बोलिए।
सर मैं देख रहा हूँ कि मैंने कहीं पे पढ़ा था कि बायो एंजाइम से इथेनॉल बनाया जा सकता है, तो क्या उसके ऊपर कुछ मेरे को इंफॉर्मेशन मिल सकता है?
बायोएंजाइम पहले जो इथेनॉल एंजाइम बनने के पहले इथेनॉल ही बनता है। ये प्रोसेस है कंटिन्यूसली, है ना। तो एक ऑटो प्रोसेस है, तो उस पहले इथेनॉल बनता है फिर एंजाइम बनता है। तो अगर आप उसको स्टॉप को अगर कंट्रोल करते हैं तो वो इथेनॉल के फॉर्म में भी आप रोक सकते हैं।
Okay. So that ethanol can be used on the on a harsh cleaning.
वो थोड़ा सा टेक्निकल विषय है, हम उसके ऊपर अलग से बात करेंगे उसके लिए। तो आपका जो भी चीज है आप उसको मेल कर दीजिए, फिर हम उसको कंसिडर करेंगे।
ठीक है सर।
जी। किसी का कोई क्वेश्चन हो तो ठीक है। आनंद जी, आपका बहुत बहुत स्वागत है, आपको आगे इसको लेके जाना है, दिल्ली में बैठे हो आप।
सर मैं बिल्कुल तत्पर हूं, और आप लोगों के सानिध्य में आकर के जीवन का एक अलग ही मेरा मतलब दृश्य परिदृश्य हो गया है। तो जैसे भी जो आदेश रहेगा उसके लिए सर मैं हमेशा तत्पर हूं और तैयार हूं कि जो जैसे रहेगा करेंगे। यहाँ पे आप लोगों के माध्यम से राम प्रकाश जी से मुलाकात हुआ है, तो तब से काफी कुछ बदल गई है। तो इसीलिए सर के सहयोग में पक्का दिल्ली से लेकर के बिहार तक सर पूरा हम इस चीज को लेके बढ़ेंगे आगे तक।
थैंक यू वेरी मच।
धन्यवाद
आपसे
सर,
ये उम्मीद
धन्यवाद
थी
सर।
मुझे,
जी जी
आपसे यही उम्मीद थी मुझे इसी तरीके के रिप्लाई, क्योंकि ये इनकरेज करता है सबको। और हम लोग मतलब इस तरीके के साथ में मतलब ये एक फैमिली का स्ट्रक्चर खड़ा करता है, इस तरह की बातें बोलना और समझना। आपके लिए बहुत बहुत स्वागत है। मैं सबका स्वागत करता हूँ और सबका अभिनंदन करता हूँ, सबका आभार भी प्रदर्शन करता हूँ। धन्यवाद आपका बहुत बहुत।
धन्यवाद सर।
Thank you, Preeti.
Thank you.
Thank you so
See you
much.
again. We'll meet again.
Thank you, Dr. Garain. Thank you, Nadia ji. Thank you so much.